So, good day. Explain ko sa inyo yung codes ko sa aking laboratory activities in Python. So, itong papakita ko sa inyo is Student Information System. So, itong Student Information System is a simple program lang naman siya na kumukuha ng basic details ng student tulad ng student ID, full name, at section. Then after nun, hinihingi ng system yung tatlong grades ng student. Pag nakuha na yung grades, kukumputin ng program yung average nila. Then magpi-print ito ng student reports na nagpapakita ng ID, name, section, individual grades at final average ng students. So, first thing first, itong print na to is ano lang siya. Pag-print lang ng title ng mismong system. So, piprint na lang tong ah, student information system na linagay ko. The next, student ID, input, enter student ID. So, ito is pinapa-input lang ng system yung student ID ng student. Then, masasave siya rito sa variable ng student underscore ID. Then, next again, input lang to. So, mag-input lang yung user ng kanyang full name. Then mag-save siya rito sa variable name. Then again, input. So, hinihingi ng system yung section niya. So, mag-input lang yung user. And then, mag-save siya sa section. So, next naman, dito naman is hinihingi ng system yung grade ng student. Then, pag then i-convert to float number para pwede na siya ma-compute. Then again, same thing here. Hinihingi lang ng system yung pangalawang grade niya. And then, ko-convert to float para ma-compute. Then again, dito rin, hinihingi ng system yung kanyang pangatlong grade. Then, i-convert to sa float. Then, next line of codes, ito. Ito naman, gumagawa ng list para mapagsamahin yung tatlong grade sa isang container. Then, itong next na code naman, yung average na yan, is kinakwenta yung ang average sa pamamagitan ng pag-add nung tatlong grades na in-input ng user at dinidivide ito sa 3. Then lastly, itong mga prints na to, ito yung mga outputs na in-input ng user, then ilalabas ng system to. So for example, nag-input yung user ng kanyang ID, so mapupunta yan dito, and then papakita ng system. So again, ito tinawag lang yung variable na in-input ng user. Again, tinawag lang yung variable, then kung ano in-input ng user, lalabas dito. Tinawag lang yung variable ng section, kung ano in-input ng user dito, lalabas dito. Then, so on and so forth. So again, kung ano in-input ng user dito, na grades, lalabas dito, dito, tsaka dito. And then yung computation na ng average. So, kung para mapakita ko sa inyo yung output, ito. So, ito yung output niya. So, next is yung na system naman na explain ko is yung salary calculator. So, so next is yung salary calculator. So, yung tong salary calculator, ito naman yung kinukuha ng program yung employee name, basic salary, and then overtime hours. Then, yung compute nito yung overtime pay, gross salary, then minus ng tax, and then yung net salary. Then finally, piniprint ng system yung salary report containing all the salary details ng employee. So, again, itong print lang to is piniprint na lang yung title or yung kung ano man lang nilagay ko rito. So, makikita nyo lang yung salary calculator na title. Dito, sa code na to, kinukuha lang ng system yung employee name. So, mag-input yung user ng kanyang name, then magsisave siya sa variable. Then, ito naman is yung kinukuha naman yung yung basic salary at kino-convert to float. Then magse-save siya sa variable na basic salary. Then next, ito naman yung mag-input naman yung user ng kanyang overtime hour. Then kapag na-input na, iko-convert ng system to integer. Then magse-save siya sa variable na overtime hours. Next is yung gross salary, basic salary. So ito naman sinisimulan ang gross salary gamit ang basic salary. Then ito namang if overtime hours, ito yung kung may overtime, magdadagdag ng overtime pay, ah, mag-overtime pay ng 150 per hour. Then next, itong tax, kino-compute nung tax yung 12% ng gross. Then naman, itong net salary, kino-compute ang take-home pay. Then next, yung overtime pay, gross salary, and basic salary. So, ito naman, kino-compute kung magkano ang nadagdag dahil sa overtime. Tapos, then, itong lahat na to, kino-compute lang lahat ng, kino-compute. Piniprint out yung mga variables na in-input ng user. For example, itong employee. So, pinapakita lang yung tinagay na employee name niya. And then, again, papakita lang yung basic salary, and then yung overtime pay. And then, ito na yung full computation ng gross salary ng employee. So, papakita rito yun. Then, ganun din yung pagbawas ng tax, and then yung net salary. And then, yung kanyang output is this. Para makita nyo. Then, next yung ating online shopping cart. So, itong system naman na to, kino-collects na yung tatlong product with their quantity and price. Then, it compute each subtotal and then adds them to get the total amount. And finally, piniprint ng cart summary showing all the items and the final total. So, dito, again, nag-print lang to ng title. And then, itong product, tinatanggap ng product name, quantity, at unit price. Then, yung itong subtotal, quantity, and price, kinocompute ng total per item. Then, yung same step for product 2 lang din yung mga sinabi ko sa product 1. And then, ganun din, save din yung product 3 sinabi ko sa product 1. And then, itong total, that subtotal, total 3, ito yung total amount ng lahat ng binili. Then, ito yung summary ng mga binili ng product. So, ipapakita rito yung bawat product, quantity, price, at subtotal. Then ipapakita yung final total.